Most people think their boss is just difficult or stressed, but in the high-stakes world of corporate power, stress is often a mask for something much more calculated. If you've ever felt an unexplainable sense of guilt after a meeting, or found yourself working until 2 a.m. for a person you actually dislike, you aren't just an employee, you are a test subject. Today, we deconstruct the 5 ways your boss is using dark psychology to own your time, your loyalty, and your sanity.
The first tactic is forced teaming. A manipulator uses the word "we" to create a false sense of shared destiny. We're in the trenches together, they say. We need to make this sacrifice. By aligning their corporate goals with your personal identity, they make professional criticism feel like a personal betrayal. They aren't asking you to work late, they're asking you not to let the team down. It's not a partnership, it's a cage built with the word "us."
Have you noticed your boss is inconsistently kind? One day they're your mentor, the next they're cold and distant. This is the variable reward, the same psychological loop that keeps people addicted to slot machines. By withholding praise and then giving it unexpectedly, they force your brain to constantly seek their approval. You aren't working for a paycheck anymore. You're working for that next hit of validation.
Control isn't just about what they tell you, it's about what they hide. The information vacuum creates a state of perpetual anxiety. By keeping you in the dark about company changes or your own performance, they force you to fill the silence with your own fears. An anxious employee is a compliant employee. When you don't know where you stand, you overcompensate. You work harder to prove your worth in a game where they're the only ones who know the score.
The corporate world is designed to keep you reactive, but once you see the blueprint, you can stop being the prey. If you want to master the defensive side of dark psychology, join our inner circle by subscribing. We don't teach you to manipulate, we teach you how to never be manipulated again. A master manipulator never forces you to do something, they make you choose it. They'll offer 2 options. You can either finish this report tonight, or we can explain to the client why we failed. Both options lead to the same result, you working more. By framing the choice around a disaster they created, they wash their hands of the guilt. You chose the extra work. At least that's what they want you to believe.
Finally, the most dangerous, the shadow saboteur. This boss praises you in private, but subtly undermines your reputation in public. They might accidentally leave you off an important email or mention a small concern about your readiness to senior leadership. They keep you successful enough to do their work, but never successful enough to replace them. They are your ceiling, masquerading as your ladder. The first step to breaking a spell is knowing you're in one. Look at your interactions this week. Are they based on logic, or are they playing on your shadows? Knowledge is the only shield that never breaks. Watch this next video to learn how to use the wall of silence to neutralize a gaslighter instantly. Until then, stay watchful.